Here we go.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're well, you amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. We made it through the week, and you are looking absolutely amazing. Even you trolls. You're looking beautiful too. Mwah. Anyway, so we get straight into the meat and potatoes. As look, it happened. I didn't think it was going to take long. I did not think it was going to take long. But obviously, what are we talking about? We're talking about this video. The video done by a YouTuber by the name of Dan O'Keefe. It's kind of split the room. It's usually me who split the room. I feel jealous. I feel like someone is stepping on my toes, being a room splitter. Being the room splitter. Maybe he's split the room even better than I've ever split the room. But anyway, he did indeed split the room. He came out and he did a video that would state that not only has he been sent a video that depicted the torture of Jay Slater, he has had it verified. It had it verified. It was absolutely true. It was 100% genuine. The genuine article. Did he go to the police? Who knows? Possibly did. He wouldn't answer that question with a straight answer. Hi, Dan. Have you sent that video into the police, by the way? No straight answer, apparently. I also saw that he was kind of dodging questions in his chat, like, I don't know, like a dodger. The artful dodger. Reminiscent. Anyway, guess what? This happened. He actually ended up on mainstream media. He has now been called notorious. I'll read it to you. I can't share it because I'm still not hooked up to the computer. Jay Slater's family in fresh pain as notorious YouTube detective. That statement there is like this is somebody we know him. We know of this guy. He's notorious, mate. He's notorious. He's a detective who was he's A notorious YouTuber has sparked more wild conspiracy theories about the death of Jay Slater in Tenerife, with the body of 19-year-old found after a month-long search. A notorious YouTube detective has made new wild claims about Jay Slater's death, causing more pain for the teenager's family. Now, I'll read on, but what my first question is in this is: so did the family reach out to this newspaper and tell them about it, or did they see it? Did someone else send it into them and they've taken it upon themselves to state that this is causing pain and anger? Now, don't get me wrong, I think the vast majority of us our thoughts and feelings when we saw this video that was put out by Dan O'Keefe was this is likely the reverberations of this, isn't it? If the family sees this sort of information, it is going to cause pain. It is going to cause upset. But I have to be sort of true. I can't turn around and say, well, this is indicative of 100% the video being absolutely fake, even though I don't think the video is real. I feel that he has been absolutely duped and he's screwed up here massively. But equally, I don't know what the facts are. I haven't seen the video. All I know is there are a few videos being circulated around and being pushed as being Jay, and they simply aren't. During the search for Jay, his family was bombarded with sick online abuse, which included conspiracy theories about what had happened to him. And even now, 2 months after his body was found, more claims are being made, including a fresh suggestion by online detective Dan O'Keefe, who claimed that Jay had signs of being tortured when his body was found. It's not necessarily what he was saying, was it? It was more that he said that it actually saw a video that was depicting the actual violence being done. It wasn't about talking about the signs found on him after he was found. So get that straight. His allegations have led to more wild debate as well, with nearly 1,000 people commenting on his video. While many people have hit out at the suggestion, saying it is nonsense, others appear to believe there could be some truth behind it, and that Mr. O'Keefe should go to the police with his evidence. One person said this video needs to go to the UK police. It has been obvious from the get-go he was murdered. And another wrote, if his family sees this and you truly have the evidence, you should be going to the police, which I think is right. You know, even if you're sent something like... again, I believe it was potentially 1111 True Crime had stated very, very accurately that the AI tools are available to people now. They can make things look, and this is where people are going to have to be incredibly, incredibly careful now, because you could be sent, you know, we always laugh about Potato Cam and the fact that these videos are being sent out and you can't really see who they are, and, you know, people are kind of pulling from them what they want to see. No different than these audio videos that you're being sent out. What always makes me laugh about these audio videos is that they overlay text onto them, which then tricks the brain into believing that's what they're hearing. You know, if someone just put that out on the screen and left the audio as it is with absolutely no text and said, what do you hear? The chances are you're not going to hear that. You're not going to hear what you would hear with the presence of that text. But yeah, if he had been sent anything, however he felt about it, the first thing he should have done was to have gone to law enforcement and said, look, I've been sent this. I'm in a position where I have access to the public. Someone has sent me this and I'm concerned. Can it be looked at? TikTok TikTok user Comet Crime, they also got a mention, also has dismissed the video and claimed she has contacted Mr. O'Keefe, who did not give her a straight answer about whether he had handed the video into the police. She said, I've had some email contact with Dan O'Keefe where I've tried to ask him some very specific questions over and over again where he has refused to answer them. The main one was, have you please handed that in to Lancashire Police? He kept saying, watch my video, watch my video. Why not just answer the fucking question? But another person said, absolute nonsense. Another fantasist writing his own fiction novel on some poor kid's demise for views. The preliminary autopsy pointed to his cause of death being an account of a fall or plunge from height, with the civil guard confirming that Kay's catastrophic injuries included several broken bones. I think this situation here is actually one that has caused me confusion, because it's almost like the civil guard had turned around and said that he had multiple broken bones consistent with a fall from height, but then the second time we heard about the autopsy results, it was seemingly blunt force trauma to the head, and there was not any mention of any other injuries. It was very, very focused on the head injury, and I think that is then meant people have gone down the route of, hold on a second, that almost sounds like blunt force trauma just to the head, and we all know that someone could have been hit over the head and then pushed down the ravine. But despite the findings giving his loved ones some comfort, which they're talking about, they had speculated that Jay almost very likely died instantaneously. It still remains unknown why Jay ventured out alone. Meanwhile, Jay's father, Warren, has launched his own TikTok page to discuss the investigation into his son's disappearance. In his latest video, which has been viewed over 50,000 times, Warren said, just to show a video to confirm this is my account. The keys I found do belong to Down the Rapids guy. I found them at the end of the path. I haven't been back to Tenerife ever since I came back from looking for my son. The videos that I've been posting are just documentation of what I was up to, where I was searching things I was looking at while I was out there, and that's it. And on top of that, questioning the bullshit narrative. So look, there we go. So Dan O'Keefe has been hauled over the coals on mainstream media now. So he got the attention that he either desired or he absolutely didn't desire. But now I suppose it's trawling through the aftermath of that. But I'm just going to reiterate the message that I gave yesterday, and that is, if you are a content creator of any way, shape or form, you need to do your due diligence. And look, this comes from a place not of me being the high and mighty or coming from an ivory tower. This has come from someone who has in the past screwed up. And it's you have to be very careful what you say, what you do. You know, we can get so taken away by a certain element of a case that seems to be the... What can I say? I suppose you have to like, you can be a content creator and go down the route of pulling everything apart and being the extreme, because people love the extreme. I said yesterday again, you have to ask the question, do people want the truth or do they want to be entertained? And the analytics would sometimes suggest that people want to be entertained more than they want the truth. And that forces people into a situation where they feel that they must keep on top of the hottest story and push it in a specific way to be relevant within a case, and it's sad. And it's that sort of noise blocks out the truth and straightening and the balance. But who knows? What do you want from it? What do you want? What are your takeaways in the Jay Slater case right now? Where are you with it all? What do you feel happened? Are you now, because of the insanity that we're seeing pushed, are you kind of now leaning more towards, I believe that this was just a tragic accident? Do you feel that there is something that went on here, but it's being drowned out and hidden by the noise of the more insane theories? Or do you believe that one of these insane theories has very likely hit the nail on the head? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you all later in video 2.